I am here with Matt O'Neill today. Welcome to Facebook Live. I have a few questions that I would love to ask Matt today.
Hey, Bree, what's going on? How are you today?
I'm good, Matt. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Yeah. So I know that you had some questions about buying and selling a home at the same time. And I appreciate you reaching out to us and running these questions by. Happy to help.
Absolutely. So my first question for you is, are you seeing a lot of these situations in your market right now?
Yeah, so the Charleston real estate market and the Mount Pleasant real estate market are really tight. And what that means is that we don't have a lot of inventory. We don't have enough inventory for the buyers who want to find homes. So, and also people who sell their home don't want to be homeless. So in most cases, we are helping them get their home sold and at the same time, helping them buy a home that they can move into.
Awesome. So we hear the terms contingent buyer and non-contingent buyer thrown around a lot. Can you just briefly explain the difference between the two?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're a contingent buyer, it means you're making an offer on a home contingent on your home selling. So in a market like we're in Charleston or Mount Pleasant or James Island, where there's a lot of competition, that's not going to be a great offer and it's probably not going to be considered. So the best thing that you can do if you do want to buy a home, then you really like it, is to get your home on the market and get it under contract so that you can show up and say, hey, I'm ready to buy your home. My home is scheduled to sell in the next 30 days or the next 60 days.
Awesome. So what are the pros and cons of buying a home before selling your existing one?
Yeah, obviously if you found the perfect home, so Bree, if you found that's the one, and you're afraid that you would lose it to somebody else and there just wouldn't be another home that would compare to it, then your only option is really to just go ahead and purchase that home. And, but the downside is increased risk because you haven't sold your house yet. You're going to have two payments at the same time. In this market where inventory is tight and houses are selling in 30 to 60 days, it's not a huge risk. But there is some risk associated with it. There are some double payments. And so you just have to know what's your risk tolerance compared to that house you really want.
Okay, so vice versa, what are the pros and cons of selling your home before buying a new one?
So I think that's the best strategy. I do. I think that if you're serious about moving, if you know the space that you're in doesn't work for you, then let's get your house on the market and start looking for the house that you really want. One thing that I always tell people who are afraid they'll be homeless is if we get an offer, we can always counter offer that back with the verbiage that says this offer is contingent on the seller finding the perfect place to buy, given 60 days to identify that place. And so if you don't find the perfect place to buy in 60 days, we can cancel the offer and you can stay in the home that you already have. So I think that's really the best way to go about it. Get your home on the market, use that language when you get an offer to find the perfect home. That way you're not making that contingent offer that people don't really want to accept.
Cool. So do you have any general tips for preparing for this type of situation?
Yeah, I think the best tip is to work with an experienced real estate agent who knows the market really well, who knows what should be coming available and what's happening with the trends. What we're seeing is that home prices are increasing in Charleston about 4% per year. So if you're looking to move up and buy a bigger home, it makes sense to do it sooner than later because the home you're selling would sell for a lower percentage of increased value than that home that you want to buy.
Great. Thanks for answering all of my questions, Matt. If anybody has questions for you, how should they reach you?
Yeah, that's a great question too, Bree. I appreciate you asking these questions. I've enjoyed this conversation. But if you are thinking about selling and buying and you're wondering how you're going to fit it all together, we would love to talk with you. Just reach out to us at 843-619-0401 or email us at sales@mattoneillteam.com or find us online at mattoneillrealestate.com.
Awesome, Matt. That's great. I appreciate all of your time today, and thanks so much.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.